In the aftermath of the Atlanta spa shootings, many Asian Americans have been grappling with the increased reports of anti-Asian attacks and their own experiences of racism.
Michelle Yang joins us now. She's a writer and mental health advocate. Michelle, first of all, thank you so much for being here this morning to talk about something so personal. You wrote this article for NBC News opinion section about the Atlanta shooting and what it means to be Asian American. You explained that the pandemic and the rise in anti-Asian attacks has brought back some memories of racism that you had been repressing. You put it so powerfully. You said our collective past wounds are bleeding again alongside new gashes. Just tell us about that and what you've been going through.
Yeah, absolutely. Seeing news of hate crimes is not only disturbing in and of itself right now, but it brings up a lifetime of repressed racism memories. You know, in elementary school, kids taunted me with Chinese dirty knees, the rhyme while making slanty eyes and blowing raspberries. So many have reached out that they have had the same experience. And in middle school, you know, kids would prank call my house and say that they would bomb my house like Hiroshima while they recited my address from the white pages. You know, I would hear, "Open your eyes," walking home from school. I was shoved into lockers by people I don't know, and they kept walking, and I didn't know why this was happening. And of course, this didn't stop once I became an adult. You know, even a few months ago, a friend of several years made a joke to my face about Chinese people eating bats. I confronted her about it in a mature way, but our friendship still ended over it. But I refused to stay silent any longer because I refuse to repress it because I don't want anyone else being murdered or attacked.
So important. We appreciate you talking about this because I know it's not easy. Now, you wrote in your piece that the movie Minari, which recently just scored several Oscar nominations, accurately portrayed the type of cultural ignorance that you encountered in your childhood. Talk about why this depiction was so important.
Yes, absolutely. Minari was a beautiful film, is a beautiful film. And though I'm ethnic Chinese, I was born and raised in Korea before immigrating. And so it just hit on so many authentic notes for me and captured the Asian American experience, you know, in a unique, in an authentic way for the first time that I've never seen on film before. And, you know, watching a film like this about a family in the 80s moving to rural Arkansas, I braced for racism, you know, for traumatic depictions of racism, but it never quite manifested. Instead, it depicted ignorance through the curiosity of children, because I experienced that too. Like the kids in the film, I was called flat-faced. There was a girl who asked me if all Japanese people have eyes that stick down and all Chinese people have eyes that stick up. These were not actually, even though it was hard to hear, were not meant with malice. This was just ignorance and curiosity. So, you know, in the movie, it depicts the kids becoming friends and how, you know, they showed kindness and eagerness to learn. And I think it's really inspiring and reminds us that ignorance in itself is not a crime, but it is up to us to challenge the ignorance that we inherit and to learn and educate ourselves and stop the cycle of racism.
Michelle, you also write that the Asian American community needs allies right now. What are some of the best ways that can be done?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for asking that. So, you know, of course, if you have the means right now, you can donate. The National Asian Pacific American Women's Forum, NAPOF, is a great organization. They have an Atlanta chapter if you want to support, you know, this latest horrific incident in Atlanta. The Asian Americans Advancing Justice also is a great organization. Another thing that you can do is take bystander training so that you can be prepared to how to respond if you witness racism. Organizations like Hollerback and OCA Advocates offer, as well as Asian Americans Advancing Justice, they are all providing free bystander training workshops online. Please take these. You can reach out to your Asian American friends, colleagues, neighbors to let them know that they have your support. Please listen to us, validate our experiences. all of us are suffering right now. We can't do this alone. We need you to stand with us against hate.
Michelle, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your personal experience and just for so much powerful information.
Thank you.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.